Here we have El Mencho. According to the tale, a landowner in Barcelos had stolen silver, and the inhabitants of that city were looking for the thief. A man from Galicia became a suspect. Despite his pleas of innocence, the Galician swore that he was merely passing through Barcelos on a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela to fulfill a promise. Nevertheless, the authorities arrested the man and condemned him to hang. The man asked them to take him in front of the judge who had condemned him. The authorities honored his request and took him to the house of the magistrate who was holding a banquet. Affirming his innocence, the man pointed to a roasted rooster on top of the banquet table and exclaimed, "It is as certain that I am innocent as that rooster will crow when they hang me." The judge pushed aside his plate, deciding not to eat the rooster, but otherwise ignored the appeal. However, when the pilgrim was hanged, the roasted rooster stood up on the table and crowed as predicted. Understanding his error, the judge ran to the gallows to discover that the man had been saved from death thanks to a poorly made knot. The man was immediately free. Years later, he returned to Barcelos to sculpt the Calvary to the Lord of the Rooster, Crucero do Senhor do Gallos, in praise to the Virgin Mary and to Saint James.
You're being audited? What for?
Oh, I contributed money to a charity that turned out to be fraudulent. It's really very boring.
When was this?
Well, a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
I remember you donated to some volcano thing on our first date.
Volcano, really?
Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me that was
Something to drink?
Would you think that would impress me?
You've got me all wrong. I was thinking only of the poor Krakatoan.
Like you'd make this donation for $50 and I'd start tearing my clothes off?
Those brave Krakatoans east of Java who sacrificed so much for so long.
Now you're being audited because of it. See, that's karma.
No, that's karma.
I'm not sure if you could hear that video, but basically he mentions Krakatoa, Kadora in Indonesia. Krakatoa, Kadora in Indonesia is 235. 1300 Anna Jasmine Solis Alver 235. I got that from the funeral. When you zoom in, you see in the picture. February 22nd, when he was unalived, 80. Rooster of Barcelos, 80. El Mencho is nicknamed Lord of the Roosters, 194. Goes with his brothers' names, Juan, Miguel, Antonio, Marin, and Abraham, 194. Seinfeld, The Truth Episode, 123. Crucero de Senor del Gallo, 123. Abraxas, 123. The Rooster of Barcelo. Krakatoa is a volcanic island in Indonesia, Sunda Strait, famous for its catastrophic 1883 eruption that created a caldera, caused massive tsunamis, and a new volcano cone, Anak Krakatoa, child of Krakatoa, emerged within the caldera in 1927 and has been erupting frequently since. Child of Krakatoa, 141.93. Avila Castro John 93. El Mencho 141. Fraudulent Charity 206 80 253 100. That's where I got it from, that Seinfeld episode. Rooster of Barcelos, 4 out of 4 ciphers. February 26 80. February 22 2026 80. His name Nemesio Asaguala Cervantes 136 goes with when that volcano erupted August 27, 1883, 136. It states that in that Seinfeld, Elaine's first apartment, which she shared with a roommate who briefly dates Kramer, had the Rooster of Barcelos in it, and it was called The Truth. The Truth episode, Seinfeld 129, goes with his name, Cervantes 129. Battle of the Alamo 276. The Truth episode, Seinfeld 276. Notice the issue B221A on the license plate right there. You get that with the Fraudulent Charity 253. And plus 52 is the international country calling code for Mexico. To call Mexico from the U.S., dial 11 plus 52. And as you see, Guadalajara, where he was buried in that golden tomb, is the number 33. Here is Abraza. Abraza has a rooster head. Here is his brothers' names, Juan, Miguel, Antonio, Marin, and Abraham. Abraxas 123, Crucero du Señor du Gallo 123 from the story of the Rooster of Castalos.